They claimed no cadet could survive Earth, unaware a human sat in the front row. The lecture hall of Tarkesh Galactic War Academy was carved from obsidian stone and living metal, a structure designed to intimidate even seasoned officers. Tiered seating rose in concentric arcs around a central platform where holograms shimmered in midair. Cadets from over 40 species sat in disciplined silence. Chitin clicking, tails coiled, wings folded tight. At the very front of the hall sat Cadet Marcus Webb. He was the only human in the room. Marcus sat straight-backed, hands folded loosely on the desk in front of him, eyes forward. To anyone unfamiliar with the species, he looked unimpressive. Soft skin, no claws, no natural armor, no visible weapons. His uniform, tailored to human proportions, looked almost fragile compared to the reinforced exoshells and bioplated armor worn by other cadets. No one sat beside him, not because it was forbidden, because no one wanted to. The instructor strode onto the platform with the heavy confidence of someone who had never lost a war. Commander Zelrath of the Karate Dominion stood nearly 3 meters tall, his armored hide etched with old battle scars. His mandibles clicked as he surveyed the hall, for eyes glowing faintly as the hologram behind him activated. A planet appeared above the platform. Blue, green, white, Earth. Today, Zelrath began, voice amplified and sharp. We will discuss death worlds and why no civilized species could ever originate from one. A ripple of interest passed through the cadets. Marcus didn't move. The hologram zoomed in, data cascading around the rotating planet. Earth's gravity exceeds standard galactic norms by 37%, Zelrath continued. Its tectonic activity is constant. Its climate unstable. Its biosphere actively hostile. The image shifted. Predators with teeth and claws, venomous creatures, storms ripping cities apart, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes. Over 70% of the planet is covered in liquid water, Zelrath said. A substance that corrodes, drowns, freezes, and crushes. A few cadets shuddered. Life on Earth evolved through competition, not harmony. Predation is ubiquitous. Disease is rampant. Even the planet itself attempts to kill its inhabitants. Zelrath paused, letting the horror settle in. No cadet here, he said, voice cold and certain, could survive a single standard cycle on Earth. Several cadets nodded. Avec traîné whispered, impossible condition. The lorry flexed their plated limbs nervously. Marcus blinked once. Zelrath continued, unaware or unconcerned that a native of the planet in question sat barely 5 meters from him. Earth is classified as a Category 12 death world, he said, the highest known. Any species evolving there would be aggressive, unstable, and unsuitable for interstellar military integration. His gaze swept the hall, which is why, he concluded, no such species exists. Marcus felt a few eyes flick toward him. He kept his face neutral. He'd learned early that humans survived best when underestimated. 2 cycles later, the cadets assembled in the drop bay of the Academy's carrier vessel. The air vibrated with anticipation as Commander Zelrath addressed them once more. You will be deployed to Krell Prime, he announced. A murmur rippled through the ranks. Krell Prime was infamous. A jungle death world, thick atmosphere, crushing humidity, megafauna predators, toxic flora, constant storms. The planet was used by the Academy as a final filtration exercise. Many cadets failed. Some died. Your objective is simple, Zelrath said. Survive for 7 local days. Retrieve your beacon. Extraction will follow. He paused, mandibles curling in something like a smile. This exercise will demonstrate why death worlds are uninhabitable and why discipline, not instinct, defines a soldier. Marcus adjusted his gloves. This time, he noticed Zelrath looking directly at him. You, the commander said. Human. The hall went silent. Yes, sir, Marcus replied calmly. You are physically the weakest species here, Zelrath said. Your presence is educational. Observe carefully. Learn why your kind does not belong in galactic warfare. Krell Prime. The drop pods screamed through atmosphere like meteors. Marcus braced as his pod slammed into the jungle floor, shock absorbers groaning under the strain. The hatch blew open, releasing him into a wall of heat, humidity, and sound. The jungle was alive. Everything moved. Insects the size of his fist buzzed past his helmet. Massive trees blocked out the sky. The air smelled of rot, pollen, and ozone. Marcus took a slow breath. "Feels like summer," he muttered. All around him, cadets emerged from their pods, some already struggling. One avian species collapsed under the gravity. A crystalline being cracked from sudden temperature change. Marcus activated his beacon scanner and started moving. The first night. By the time the artificial sun dipped below the canopy, screams echoed through the jungle. Predators hunted. Plants lashed out. Several cadets panicked. Marcus didn't. He found high ground, set a perimeter, and did what he'd learned as a child camping in the Rockies. He listened. The jungle had rhythms, patterns. He learned which sounds meant danger, and which meant nothing at all. When a six-limbed predator lunged from the underbrush, Marcus didn't freeze. He dodged, broke its leg with a rock, and waited for it to bleed out. He didn't enjoy it, but survival wasn't about enjoyment. Observation. From orbit, Commander Zelrath watched the feeds. Casualties mounted quickly, but one signal kept moving. Cadet Webb. No hosetaschen. No panique. No wastid motion. He is adapting, an aide said carefully. Zelrath said nothing. The turning point. On day 4, a storm unlike any in Academy record struck Krell Prime. Lightning split the sky. Floodwater swallowed camp. Winds uprooted trees older than civilizations. Cadets died. Marcus survived by wedging himself into a natural rock hollow, water roaring past him, muscles screaming as gravity and current tried to tear him free. When the storm passed, he emerged mud-covered, bleeding alive. And he found others, injured, terrified, trapped. Marcus helped them, not because he was ordered to, because humans pack-bonded under stress. Extraction. When the 7th day ended, only 12 cadets remained. Marcus was one of them. When he stepped onto the carrier deck, exhausted but standing, the hall was silent. Commander Zelrath approached him slowly. "You survived," the commander said. "Yes, sir. You exceeded projections." Marcus shrugged faintly. "Wasn't that bad." Silence. Zelrath's mandibles clicked once. "Cadet Webb," he said slowly, "how long would you survive on Earth?" Marcus looked up, meeting his eyes. "Sir, answer." Marcus thought for a moment. "Depends," he said. "On what?" "Whether I'm camping," Marcus replied, "or just living my normal life." The Academy quietly revised its curriculum. Earth was reclassified, not as unsurvivable, but as forging ground. And when future lectures warned about death worlds, instructors made one important change. They checked the front row first, because if a human was listening,